Hello. Undoubtedly, you have heard a lot, probably too much, about the most recent settlement between the National Association of Realtors, or NAR, and the plaintiffs in several antitrust cases around the country, and the Department of Justice has been involved with it on the federal level. So, before I dive in and explain further, I'll just give you a little background. You can obtain your real estate license, and then you can choose to join a local or national board which holds members to higher ethical standards and gives them access to the MLS, the Multiple Listing Service. I'm a member of the Greater Nashua-Manchester Board of Realtors and the National Association of Realtors, or NAR. Some people may not realize that not everyone who has a real estate license is a realtor. I know people think that you get a license to become a realtor, and that's just not true. Realtors are part of an association of professionals, and it's a voluntary one. It's not that everyone becomes a member. So let's talk about the proposed settlement. It has been filed with the court, but it has not been approved by the court. If the court approves it, then the MLS, or Multiple Listing Service, will no longer allow the display of buyer's agent compensation. Currently, the MLS is there to make sure that buyers, sellers, and realtors are all cooperating with one another by providing information and data out in the open. So right now, if you're a buyer and you look on a listing, you usually can see what the brokerage that's representing you is going to be paid on your behalf as a buyer's agent. Now, this doesn't mean that buyers have never had a fee. That fee ended up being rolled into the buyer's purchase of the property. Assuming the courts agree, this new plan will take effect July of 2024. If approved, we can no longer display the buyer's agent compensation through the MLS, but a seller can still offer out compensation, which would be in the seller's best interest. It's very unfortunate how much misinformation is being spread by mainstream media. I'm seeing, hearing, and reading reports indicating that 6% commissions were mandated. This is outright propaganda. It's manufacturing fear and anger to the public and our clients and customers. Did you know that price fixing in our industry is an ethical violation, and there's never been a standard in home purchases like these articles want you to believe? Let's make it really simple. It's like free shipping and handling. We all know there's no such thing as free anything. It's already built into the price. When I have a seller consultation, I tell my sellers what my brokerage fee is, whatever that number may be. Then I tell them that if an outside agent brings a buyer, our brokerage gives a percent of that total fee to the buyer's brokerage. The seller essentially is not paying the buyer's brokerage. The listing brokerage is. Buyer's agents' commissions have always been built into the price, and regardless of whether or not you offer it in some way or in another, it will end up there. Realtors, just like any other professional, may choose the fee that they want to charge for their services, but not what others charge. Most people choose to obtain representation for the buying and selling of their largest asset, to avoid the hassle of pricing, staging, marketing, negotiating, and the complexities of the home sale on top of their already busy work and home lives. But it has always been an option, as has showing up in court without an attorney, flying your own plane, or cutting your own hair. The way I see it, you have two choices as a buyer or seller. You can play Tetris with all the variables from inception to closing day, or you can hire a professional in the industry who has helped hundreds of people just like you in markets just like this to solve for the very same problems you are scrolling to solve right now. The choice has always been up to you, and I've been honored that for many of you, you've turned to me when you've had questions. I believe this change will benefit both consumers and experienced agents. I'm going to move forward and embrace transparency by continuing to openly discuss fees and services with my clients like every other service professional. By prioritizing my clients' interests first and delivering unparalleled value and service. Change can be positive, so let's keep our heads up and keep buying and selling the American dream. Remember, content without context is just noise, and the world is noisy enough. What questions do you have about how this impacts your next move? Let's start there. If you would like this conversation to go further, I'm happy again to pick up the phone and call you.